Hi, this is Alex.
And I'm Megan,
This is Team Pi,
and we'd like to present
iPantry.
iPantry.
iPantry allows you to find recipes for things you already have on hand. It takes into account the freshness of ingredients and allows you to favorite them so it's easy to find what you're looking for.
Our target audience is people who like to cook but are concerned about food waste or who tend to mismanage their pantry, leading to ingredients going bad before they can be used. Even people with good planning can still use iPantry as a way to discover new recipes. If we want to log in from the home page, we can click this login button in the top right corner, which will take us to the login page. So here we have a text box for a username, password, and a button to log in and a button to register. In the top left corner, this link will take you back to the home page. Alternatively, you can click the iPantry logo to take you back to the home page also. So if we type in our username here and our password, if we type in the wrong password and try to log in, we'll get an error message saying incorrect username or password. If we try to register a user that's already in the system, we'll get an error message saying username already in use. So if we type in the correct password here and we log in, this will take us back to the home page, and here it'll say signed in as Team Pi. And if we want to log out, we can click this door icon and we'll be logged out.
Hello, I'd like to walk you through the home page. On the right-hand side of our screen, we can see that there's a list of recipes displayed, and on the left-hand side of the screen is how you add ingredients to your pantry. Adding ingredients will show only recipes that are applicable to the current state of your pantry. By default, all recipes are visible until you've added at least one ingredient. Let's add an ingredient to see how this works. For example, if I have salmon and I've acquired it 2 days ago, I can now press the plus and it'll add salmon with the correct date that I selected to my pantry. Now only recipes which include salmon are displayed on the right-hand side of the screen. This can also be changed. For example, if I actually meant to type cucumber here, then I can press, and let's say I got this today, I can press this plus button and it will automatically update this element. Now we can see only things which include cucumbers. While not logged in, you can still favorite recipes, which will bring them to the top of the page. However, they are not saved unless you are logged in. We can favorite a few more recipes to see how that works. Even if you change the ingredients, you should still see applicable recipes on top for your favorites. For example, now that we've added salmon and cucumber, things that don't have salmon in them no longer appear, but our favorite, which has both salmon and cucumber, still remains at the top. And if we remove salmon, we can see that our favorites are still there.
Here we have our recipe page, which will display information about the recipe that was clicked on from the home page. So at the top, we have the title of the recipe, in this case, vanilla chocolate sandwich cookies. And beneath that, we have the associated tags for the recipe, cookies and dessert. On the left is an image displaying the recipe, and here we have two tabs, ingredients and steps. The active tab is in teal and the inactive tab is in gray, and we can toggle freely between the two. So the text area here will display information for our active tab. In this case, it's steps. So this will show you how to make the recipe. And if we click on ingredients, then this will show the ingredients for the recipe. If we click the Go Back button here, this will take us back to the home page.
While working on this project, we learned many things. I, for one, realized that UI design in CSS is very difficult for me. On the other hand, I really enjoyed solving problems on the backend side. I learned a lot from working with the server and database code.
I found some of the backend code confusing, but I really enjoyed working on the interface and layout. Trying different styles and layouts and working towards a polished and pleasant to use interface is very enjoyable.
Thankfully, we were able to complement each other's strengths, leading to a better product than either of us could have made individually.
Unfortunately, we had to cut several features that we had originally planned due to time constraints. If work was to continue in the future, we would like to implement content filters so a user could display only vegan or vegetarian food, for example.
We also plan to allow a user to switch between search modes like must contain all or must contain at least one to give the user more control over the displayed recipes, but ultimately this didn't make the cut.
A recipe history page would also have been a cool feature to add.
While we didn't get to add everything we wanted, it's still been good to be a part of this project.
Team
Team
Pi
Pi,
signing off.
signing off.